concern. I'm actually not responsible for your feelings. So if you say I hurt your feelings or I triggered you, that's not my responsibility. It's good that you've noticed these things because what you're responsible for is to go in and see why. More than likely, it isn't actually something I said. It is a core wound, probably stemming either from karmic ties, childhood trauma, or something traumatic in your past. But no, that's not my responsibility, and I will not accept responsibility for your own feelings.
What's going on, people? We are back again with another MovingMAD video, and this one right here is all about Kimberly. Now, as you heard right there, Kimberly has come out by pretty much telling us that it is not her responsibility if she is triggering some of the viewers, which is quite interesting because, you see, I could sit here and say to you guys, you know what, she's right, she's got a point. But you know what though, that's not what I'm going to say. In fact, I'm going to flip the script. What I would like to know is why do you feel like you're not responsible for how you make TJ feel? Why do you feel like you're not responsible for how you make the family feel? In fact, why don't you feel responsible about the picture that you painted of TJ to your parents just before they came to meet him? In fact, why don't you feel responsible for all the drama that you caused pretty much on the first night there in TJ's house, so his whole family could hear you screaming and shouting at him because you was upset with the decorations? In fact, what about the responsibility of how you embarrassed TJ in front of your own family at the dinner table for the very first time and then being in India? That's what I would like to know. So when you're talking about responsibility and how actions affect other people, well then, okay, let's not worry about how you trigger the viewers. Let's worry about how you are careless about how you treat TJ, how you are careless about how you treat him in terms of the family. And also, what about this one as well? What about your responsibility to dress accordingly around the family? Okay, fair enough. You say the family have never had any issues with you wearing trousers that have ripped in them, but seems to me as if clearly they obviously had a choice where either one, they could say something about it, or two, they can just let it slide because they're trying to make you feel as welcome as possible, you know, rather than make you feel as uncomfortable as possible. So really and truly, what about your responsibility of recognizing some of the actions that TJ made to try and make things work for you? What about taking the responsibility of realizing some of the actions that maybe even the family tried to do so that you can feel more welcome in their home? So to be fair with you, she can talk about responsibility all she likes, she can lecture us all she likes, she can give us this whole talk the same way Danielle did, but either way though, it doesn't change the fact that you are just projecting BS. And it's interesting though, because she likes to tell people about their own mental health insecurities and how we should behave and all this kind of stuff. Interesting. Why don't you actually do what you preach? Because as far as I'm concerned, you're telling us all these things, but yet you don't even do them for yourself, talking about trauma. Okay, you told us on the show 100% that your trauma, that you have trauma of living in a big house with too many people, and therefore it's something that you don't really like to be in. But yet you are putting yourself in a position where you're going to be in that position anyway. But instead of actually taking responsibility for the fact that you put yourself in that position with TJ's family, you would rather cause a whole ruckus instead, a whole kerfuffle. So while she's talking about trauma, isn't it interesting how you only care about yours, but you don't care about TJ's culture, but you don't care about how TJ's family run things, but you don't care about the life that you're about to live if you marry TJ? And she talks about trauma. You are one of the most selfish cast members we have seen this season. And to be honest with you, Kimberly, you keep talking the talk, but in reality, no matter how much you talk the talk, you ain't fooling no one with your nonsense. You guys let me know what you're thinking down below in the comment section, and we will certainly talk about it. I can't believe this hypocrite of a human being trying to talk to us about trauma and responsibilities and all them kind of things. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and of course, peace.